What's up, y'all? This is RVS.
This is ROD, aka Rated R.
And we are the We Coming For You cast. And we talk about pro wrestling from a black dude's perspective. Tell them what they can expect on this here podcast.
Oh, we gonna give you all the raw and dirty and everything black from AEW, WWE, Impact Wrestling, and any other wrestling in between. If you want your wrestling unfiltered, uncensored, and you want it raw, you need to subscribe to the We Coming For You cast.
Right here on SOLC Network.
All right, welcome back to Just Kicking It, the soccer podcast, you know, from regular brothers doing their thing. We got a guest back. He's returned. He's been hitting this up like, when y'all gonna bring me back?
I'm not afraid. I knew the smoke was coming, so I said.
No, you supposed to come week before though too, but we just didn't get a chance to get you on. But I originally came on here to cook you. I ain't gonna front Muhle before this, but I'm gonna let B get this floor. It's up. You know what it is. B, go ahead, do your thing, man.
Yeah, it's been. I come to you guys as Lord Palpatine from Star Wars. There is no more hope. There is no more light. I'm fully on the dark side.
This man's hurting for real.
This Premier League season, the only thing I want to see is Manchester United lose, Arsenal lose, Liverpool lose. That is my joy.
So you want full-on pandemonium.
That is my trophy this year. My club is in disarray. I don't even have a club.
You're not claiming them?
What is the foundation of my club? What is the ownership group? What is going on? How do you fire the manager? Who do you replace the manager with? You want an American owner? You thought your Russian oligarch was bad? This is worse, man. This is the end of times. You have to be careful with your words, because I wished many, many bad things on Manchester United. I said several bad things about Arsenal. My chickens have come home to roost.
Man, this sounds like some expensive pain. You gonna be right?
It's a cruel game. And just to spice things up even further, I'm sure it'll come up in today's show, VAR. I choose death by firing squad than watching VAR replays.
Well, so you're preaching to the choir here. So
thank you, sir. I'm so sorry. Thank you for joining us. I'm in disarray. My apologies.
So what is wrong with the club right now, B?
Ownership is insane. How do you give a man $250 million transfer budget, but he's not worthy of continuing to lead us in this campaign after one loss in the Champions League? We thought Roman was swift, very rough around the edges. And we kind of, that was sort of the Chelsea way. But we always had a plan. We always had something in the mix, in the wings. And if it's not Pochettino, who around the world is better than my manager? He's still my manager.
That's your guy?
He's not the club's manager, but he's my manager.
Yours? Oh, man. That's tough. And I don't want to jump on your parade. I kind of do, so I'm going to do it. I'll tell you this. Like, for me, I always sometimes I have to humble myself. But performance will always outweigh results. And here's the thing. I don't think you guys have been getting the results for the types of players you have, but the performances haven't been satisfying either. So now you've got a two-pronged problem. Because you can grind out, and maybe I'm wrong, because, you can play well and lose games, but I think in the long run you can be like, all right, like, we're playing well. Maybe we need to, take more.
Do you fear Chelsea when you see us on the calendar? No, serious question.
No, I'm going to have to ask my young boys to handle you. I got 19, 18, 20-year-olds just ready.
No, I mean, Chelsea still got some players. Let's not get it. They're still a threat.
Yeah, I think what it is the Chelsea that we just saw, like the last month and a half of the Chelsea team we saw, like just
that
not
doesn't scare me.
Yes, and that's what it was.
You know, the best part of our team last year was Rudiger.
Hate to see it.
Keep in mind, I said this last year. I was like, Rudiger, y'all losing Rudiger. That's gonna be big. He's like, we'll just reload. I was like, Rudiger's a bruiser, man. Like he sets the tone. He's dropping elbows. He's taking yellow cards, whatever it may be, to be like, get the fuck up out the box. Like
a real engine, man. A real engine, a real high motor.
Yes.
And you don't expect that from a defender, a central defender at that. You know, huge man fish that got away, man.
Yeah, hey, in B's defense, like he didn't lie. They reloaded all right.
Hey, I like the Cucurella signing though.
I do. Oh, I like him.
He's growing on me. He's growing. You know, his size.
You're finna come. The new manager is finna be his old manager, so it's gonna be all good, right?
I'm not sure who comes in.
Who do you want? Who do you take?
I was gonna be my next question.
Yeah.
I think you have to go get the Argentine Mario Pochettino, former Spurs boss and PSG.
Isn't that too Spursy for you?
Yeah, listen, we're looking for a world-class manager.
Damn.
To do what?
A talisman.
To do what?
To handle these personalities.
Because he handled personality so well at PSG.
As I channel this negativity, this might sound like a backhanded compliment, well, because it is. We are actually where Arsenal was last year. We have regressed while you have progressed. We are a club of young talent and some veterans that just can't get right. You guys have just gotten right. And Daryl, you've had a couple of games that look pretty decent.
What do you mean pretty decent? We talking about damn good.
Don't get me started, Deep Fry.
Yeah.
We will get there in a minute because
don't you dare get too excited. Don't you dare.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I told you a 7-game run. It's going to be stinking. It's going to be like if we can get to this Man City game undefeated, that's when it's on. I'm not going to go full. I'm not going full Reds yet. I'm not going full Reds.
You're not going full Reds.
I'm not going full Reds. I'm still being rational at this time.
We'll see how long that lasts.
As I said, we get to that Man City game.
No,
it's going to be really irrational.
Fans I've spoken to, they're already there. They're already at that.
Yeah, but I've never been. I mean, B&B's best friends is the kindergarten. I have been on that boat previously for a long time.
Yeah.
And I've been, especially since we've been doing the show, I've been trying to be more journalistic about it, more open and open about it. So I really don't go full on risk.
Deep Fry, you know what my favorite line is? I've seen this movie before. It ends in tears.
Yeah, always. This is the thing, though. Every time y'all think that this is the movie again. This is a different. That back four brutalized your front three at Arsenal. Martinez set that tone at the beginning.
Was it already?
Like right at the beginning, said the Jesus is all curled up, lumped up, and he was shut down the rest of the game. We didn't see him.
Martinez came for a fight.
Yes, we haven't had that in a long time at Man U.
How tall is he? Like 5'9"?
5'9".
Hey, we're gonna
and Varane is out there playing big brother, a security guard. Like, no, you trying to act like he's breaking it up, but he'll snuff you. Like it's like, oh no, break it up, but I'm gonna snuff you.
See, I'm not having that. Because here's the deal. That all doesn't happen if the referee takes control of the game. I don't want to make.
I would have took the yellow card. I don't think that would even matter. Martinez expected a yellow card, I think.
Yeah,
but I don't think that the tone was set already. It didn't matter if he got a yellow card in that situation. He came in there for a fight. Like he was like, "I'm getting a yellow card tonight."
And this is why I want to get into performance versus result. Because in that game, we dominate possession.
That doesn't mean anything though.
What do
Because
you
y'all back four got gutted up on every counter.
On 2 chances?
No, more than that. It was 5. We just didn't score the other 3. Rashford was open every time up the middle. Every time.
What about your new signing? Let's go there.
You're killing me.
You talking about Anthony?
Yeah,
Anthony.
No, let's go there. Anthony. Hey,
For dead presidents, Anthony.
Oh, wow.
rate his game, rate his performance out of 10.
Was not good. But he just got off the bus.
I did not expect that.
No, just got off the bus though. I didn't expect you to even play. And you got off the bus.
Put a number on his performance, D.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 6, 5 or 6.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
What do you got?
No, that makes it more ridiculous to me that he just got off the bus. He just cleared waivers on Thursday night.
You make it sound like he was out.
He ain't even practice for real. Like that was the thing. And with his left. And with his left boot. He's right there.
You're gonna get me hyped.
I heard that he actually showed up in with no clothes. He had to go shopping. And no, seriously.
They just threw a jersey at him. It's like, go ahead.
That's how cool a cucumber the guy is.
Y'all about to kill me now. But I definitely think we got rattled on those chances. It really isn't a question. Like I know we can go around finding reasons for why we won, well we didn't lose, well we didn't win actually, but we got beat, and like we have to accept that. It's like you guys, and this is where I see us losing the game. You guys open the game with like a 5 to 10 minute spell where you're just pressing us, you pinned us in. Yes, we get out for that Martinez challenge on Gabby Jesus, but we right back. You guys are back, dumping it down our throats, blah, blah, blah. When you guys don't get that goal in that spell, and then we take over for the next 15 to 20 minutes, I go, we need to get the goal in this spell to kill him, because at your best, you couldn't get anything out of us. I mean, at one point, it was like 7 minutes in, we looked up, it was like 108 passes to 36 or whatever. And you guys were on it. And I go, that's the spell to get the goal in. When you're
let me make sure I understand this correctly, because I think you're spot on here. You're saying without the little bit of magic from the $100 million man, this is a 0-0 game essentially, based on the performance on the pitch.
It's a whole different. I don't think it's a 0-0 game, because we get a goal.
Arteta messed this up. I'm going to tell you where he messed this up at.
Ballsy character. I like that.
No. The reason Ronaldo was the MVP on the low because he lulled Arteta to sleep when they moved him at that middle, and then y'all pressed everybody up, and y'all forgot that Rashford was still on the field, and that's how we was going straight through the gut on y'all, because y'all pushed up everybody. Like, oh, Ronaldo ain't gonna do shit, so y'all was like, we was gonna press up.
Yeah, I don't like Ben White's positioning on that. I don't think.
And he y'all $100 million man too? Ain't he about close to 100 M's?
Half.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not money everywhere. All right, so you respect us, right?
Look, I like Saliba, but he was getting done up by Rashford out there.
He's not. Here's the thing.
Who was the 2 goals on?
It was Ben White. Ben White makes the.
No, Ben White was out of positioning, but
exactly, which creates the space. You don't go to the end of the play and be like, "Who's the closest guy trying to make a tackle? It's his fault." No, that's the guy making the recovery run. The guy who creates the chances, Ben White, being so friggin' wide. When you're going up to press somebody, like someone's in the midfield with space, when you don't have, let's say, Partey in the middle, you have to go up and engage those guys. And the reason that ball goes through is you can't give them time on that ball to make that decision. So when you go up, you saw what Gabriel was, tucked in, tight. So he had his support on the one side, but on the other side, it's wide open because this guy's trying to defend a guy 1v1 on the wing. And that's why that gap between the two of them opened up. You say it's Saliba's fault and it got scored on him because Saliba's the guy who makes a recovery run. The shot goes in and you look at who's trying to make the tackle. It's Saliba.
But if he's a prime time defender that y'all wanted him to be, he should be taking out that man, right?
Rolls Royce, and I'm not going to let this little performance against Man United tell you otherwise.
No. First of all, you can't call him the Rolls Royce. That's Varane is the Rolls Royce. That's already coined. We got T-shirts and everything. That's already good to go.
No, you don't.
Hey, you know who I really liked on the eye test is your young left back, Daryl. He's the real Malacia. He's the real deal, man. Yeah. He held his own. He made Odegaard look like chump change.
But he did that to Salah too, though. He did that to Salah too.
He's the real deal. Sure. He's a little physical character, and he's got some offensive game, and he'll run, man.
I was mostly disappointed. So early in the game, Saka's been doing this thing where it looks a lot like Pepe. Dribbles up the left, cuts back, not even at speed, just cuts back casually to get a good look inside. And against Malacia, early in the game, he dribbled and drove to the end line. And for me, it's kind of like basketball, okay? Mm-hmm. If you want the dribble drive open, you've got to pump fake. You've got to create a threat of the three so that you can go into the paint if that's what you want. And so with defending like a left-footed player playing on the right, I can always shut off your cutback if that's all you're going to do. But if you force me to the end line once, I've got to think about that threat too.
I got two places I have to try to be.
So now I'm trying to think about the end line. And if I think about the end line, you get this open look on the inside. So early in the game, he drives to the end line and he gets him. The cross doesn't get all the way through, but he gets him on the end line. And I go, you do that a few more times, that guy will start opening up your cutback. And then you can do the thing that you want to do. But he only did it once and it was successful, but I didn't see him do it again. And so it was really like, I wasn't happy with that. I was like, I think Saka overall had a decent game. Yeah. I wasn't happy that you didn't take it to him like when you had that moment. And I think that's the difference. You guys, the amount of time you guys were dominating the game, all in all, relative to the goals you scored is ridiculous.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing though. We don't have the team for it right now. That's we play with the cards that's played in front of us. Hey, you guys want to pass it around and play Hatsaki all around? Go ahead. We'll just lock down the middle. And we'll just run people through the middle every time because we know that midfield without Partey is open.
Yeah, it's definitely different. It was
open. You can just see where who was playing midfield like CDM because he was just running right past him. Bruno, Eriksson, Rashford. It was just open like it was.
Seen that video?
It was 3 before 11.
Patting dudes down to get into the stadium. It's the old dude, and he's just like tap him like this, and he let him. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, it was 3 before 11. Yeah, it was like 3 before 11.
Everybody come in.
Everybody in. Y'all good. Ladies' night. Y'all good. Right. It was not pretty, and it was.
No, I think you guys hit on some good points there. But Eriksson, boy, talk about value. That guy's playing some very dangerous balls, and that's the thing that is missing in the Premier League is those deep line midfielders who play the ball forward, man. Like guys like that are just so quality, and with all the health issues he's overcame and come back, man. I'm real happy for him, but you guys are really the benefactor, man.
Yeah, and I wasn't big on that signing. I can't even front. And that's been the most surprising thing.
Deep Fry and them boys had a deep line, playmaker that could get the ball up the field, and they got rid of him.
Right.
Who are you talking about? You talking about the Voodoo Master?
Chill out, man. He turn you into a dog.
Oh man. Not that.
Shout out to Cook, but I'm not talking about you, brother. I don't want no smoke with you.
Next time you have Deep Fry as a bird trying to
man.
You keep playing with him. But yeah, no, it was definitely a game.
No, it was a great game though, overall. Like,
it was.
And that's the one thing that about Chelsea, I don't feel y'all exciting right now.
We're not. I'm not gonna lie to you. No, we're not. If I wasn't a hardcore fan, I probably wouldn't sit there and watch the games. It's what I'm talking about. It's a lot of passing the ball backwards, a lot of passing the ball sideways, a lot of losing the ball in tight corners.
Yeah.
One or two guys pressing, not pressing as a team. I mean, like the things you should just be drilled in at the professional level just aren't there. And maybe that's why the ownership says we need to change.
Yeah. Now, I want to move on to Liverpool here.
Everybody eats.
No. This is a question I really have, and it's no diss to your Chelsea team either.
Yes, Van Dijk.
Do we need to reevaluate our top 4?
Well, I wasn't here for the top 4, so please give me deep fries.
Oh man, my original one was Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham.
Okay.
And I believe
No, Arsenal. It was it was no Liverpool. That was it. No Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea. Because I didn't have Liverpool in my top 4 originally.
And I think I had Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal.
Okay.
My new top 4.
Okay.
We go to the top board.
This isn't hold on a second. This isn't like power rankings week to week. You're talking about where the season's going to end. Okay.
It's just the way that things are going.
He can keep coming back every week.
I know.
I'm
trying to have some accountability.
No. Look, y'all gonna hear me out. I'm going Man City 1.
Okay.
I'm going Tottenham 2.
Okay.
Arsenal 3. Manchester United 4.
Oh man, baloney, man.
No, I don't.
Don't test that man.
No. Oh, so because I really look at what's going on the pitch. Liverpool look. Mane not being there is one of the biggest losses in all of European soccer, bar none.
Yeah.
Like they have not replaced that, and he was on the side with Trent Arnold too, right?
Yeah.
No, that's Salah.
Well, no, that's Salah's side.
That's Salah's side.
Yeah.
And we seen Salah getting done up by Malacia, so he ain't got no help on that side no more.
Yeah.
So
Father Time is starting to catch up with Salah.
Now that man said, "Give me my 300 a week, and then I'm gonna go coast." Like
man's got real comfortable with himself.
I'm just saying, this Liverpool is not our old mom's Liverpool.
It's not. It's not. I think one of the things I don't know if we're downplaying it, but everyone's talking about it, and I think it's fair. For years, or let me not say for years, for a while, we marveled at how much production you could get out of Trent Alexander-Arnold going up top. Yeah. And only a few teams were exposing the space behind on like a missed shot, because he's always creeping, even when he's not.
He'd be in the midfield sometime even.
Yeah, wandering.
So now that's literally like the targeting is insane. Go look at every single goal. Yeah. Unless it's like a clean like break, like on the counter, go look. Like I don't even say look what side the chance is created. Look where he is when it happens and what he's doing. I just watched a video of him and what's his name in the midfield, Brazilian dude, Baldy.
Fabinho.
They're in the box defending a break, and both him and Fabinho are walking in the direction the ball's going in. They're in their box, and I'm just like, it's not even like defensive principles, just hustles, just flat out hustle. But I guess he expects his guys to come out with the ball because that's what they've done in the past.
Yeah,
they've never had to worry about him because his guys just get the ball, and now guys are forcing Van Dijk to tackle, and it sounds like he don't even like doing that.
Yeah, I see that too. That's what the eye test shows.
He don't like to tackle. He needs it in space. He needs it. He needs to run down on you. So if we're both challenging, like going for a 50-50, but it's at a distance, like he needs that because he can like positionally defend you and keep you from getting a chance. But you get there first, like Zaha did on that goal. Man, Zaha gets to that ball first. He just ushers him and like jockeys and doesn't like tackle or like block a shot, nothing. He just go. And then it was the one where he had his hands behind his back.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, do we need to reevaluate? I'm being very, very generous. I feel even with Man United at 4. If I said it's October the 4th is the Man City game, this prediction will get even more ridiculous if the win streak continues. No. Let it be known now.
I have a hard time even taking that seriously.
Don't hate on Ten Hag, man. Do not hate on Ten Hag.
I think guys are a 7th, 8th place, best case scenario kind of finish.
Wow. This is what I'm saying. This is the ridiculous that he hates us so much. We literally run off and be
the team. That's me actually being fair, honest, and leveraging history.
Okay, who's ahead of them is the question.
Well, you got my top 4, right? Okay. So that's Man City, that's Liverpool. I think you guys are going a little hard on Liverpool. If anybody can fix their problem, I think your assessment.
They just got drubbed 4-1.
What's that again?
They just got drubbed 4-1.
Yeah, but don't jump out the window.
Yeah,
what have we seen?
Accurate.
Who are they beating this year?
You're on to something, B.
Because people talk bad about Arsenal about who they play. Who is Liverpool beat?
They have a world-class manager and plenty of world-class.
I said that was the question because they gave I'm defending Arsenal on this because people are always talking about who has Arsenal played. You know they're undefeated, but who they play? Who has Liverpool played though?
See, you remember I'm gonna get you, sucker. It was like you could take the stairs or the window. You're the take the window kind of guy. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to walk down the stairs. You know that's the difference in philosophy here.
Oh, this is great.
Liverpool is gonna walk down the stairs. Yeah, they stumbled, right? Yeah. But they'll catch themselves and they'll be just
That's what I hate. That's literally I hate that. I hate that because in the back of my head, I know something like that's coming. If you asked me for my top 4, I would go Man City 1, and I'm very hopeful, but I could only place Arsenal at 4. I don't know who's 2 and 3. I just know it ain't us.
Okay.
You know, and that's how my top 4 would be built. And I don't know who's behind us. But I just know like that for me, realistically, I know who 1 is, and I'm really hoping but also confident we can be number 4. I don't know who 2 and 3 are.
So you still have Chelsea in the top 4 here, B?
Yeah, I do. I do. No,
I get it overall, but at this current stage, you can't believe this.
Listen. 6
trophies. When you say something like that,
you know how many finals we were in last year. I mean, we didn't win them all, but we were there.
Don't do the Liverpool thing, man. Don't do the Liverpool.
It's the same core.
I knew it was coming.
We get a strong manager. And we bounce right back. We're right back in. We have better chances and better outlook than Manchester United. That's for sure.
You think so?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
believe Ronaldo's going to have a blow up before Christmas.
Nope, we're going to have him out before Christmas, so it won't even matter.
Okay. Rashford.
Rashford's balling, so I'm trying to figure out where you see this happening.
I'm not buying his full confidence. Is back of the old Rashford. He is balling. He's out of that slump, but I don't think he's the old Rashford.
4 goals and 2 assists. I mean, that's pretty much
midfield
coming back.
D-Fry, I'm going to ask you a question now.
Yes, sir.
Trying not to hate. Of your 4 wins, which performances have you watched the game and be like, yep, that was us?
Definitely Liverpool. Definitely. Because we pressed them out there. It could have got real bad. Yeah. That game could have got real bad.
So it's a 4-game win streak, right?
Yep.
It won't last.
Which other ones?
We beat Leicester. We beat
as you should.
We beat who else did we beat? I'm trying to remember. Leicester.
Lost to Brentford.
No, it was
we're just talking the streak now because I
on the streak, so it's 4 in a row. So it was them. Then I'm trying to. Southampton.
Yeah. What were you saying?
Just knocked off Chelsea. Keep this in mind. If you're keeping your calendar correct, that same team we beat just beat Chelsea. If you want to keep the tote board going.
Yeah, but we know they ain't on nothing. They ain't on nothing.
But he's still confident in top 4.
Here's my thing. Like that Southampton game, you couldn't have been happy with that.
Absolutely right.
I was not happy with it.
You couldn't watch the
performance. You talking about Man U.
Man U. But you couldn't watch a performance and be like, yeah.
No, I wasn't. But we got out of there. Sometimes you just got to get out of there.
Points are points.
Exactly, and that's why my argument's always performance versus result. Because I would watch us last year, be like, what the? Like,
but how many games Man City have where you're like, yo, like the game? What was the game? They came back to Newcastle
3-3.
and they grabbed those 2 points. I mean, that point, and they were down like 3-0 or 2.
You watched the performance and you were like, bro, it don't matter. You played this game 10 times, and this is the only time they don't get 3 points.
That's true too.
That's true. Good point.
That's a level of confidence like I want to get to with us. That's why I'm not upset about them. The Man United loss, I'm upset because of the smoke I've been catching. Because I definitely set it up like we were about to do some damage, So I have.
No, that's y'all fans get ridiculous too early too.
Hold on. That's every single football fan.
No. Particularly this year, because all the Arsenal fans I know was predicting for this next year of like so much. Like we got Saliba coming back. Partey's not gonna be hurt. They was rolling out the long list. Other teams.
What are we supposed to do? We started five. You
gotta believe. Everybody's gotta believe. But I think the brother has a pretty realistic view. I'm not really sure I'm buying in on this performance. I mean, listen, this is professional sports. People are out here to lift trophies. So, points matter more than performances to me. But I understand when you're in a rebuild and just kind of making some headway out of the rebuild, I understand that perspective.
Yeah. No, I hats off to Man United. We took it. We had to take that, man. I got to walk around with this 3-1 until the next game. I couldn't wait. I need this Europa League game to happen, so we got a different game to talk about. It's a long time to be catching smoke outside. I can't do it no more.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting year overall. I mean, I was surprised with the Chelsea thing. That was when you texted me this morning. I was like, hold on, I just got up, was making my coffee and stuff, and I'm like, what?
I had to double take. I said, man, no way.
That's tough. Y'all just outspent the GDP of Swaziland.
and really, honestly, like I was saying before, I think I'm not remotely impressed with this transfer window.
Yeah?
Yeah. No.
You talking about in general, talking about the overall transfer market?
I mean, $250 million and this is it? I don't feel we don't have any talisman. We don't have a big joker. We don't have any game changers.
They had that Aubameyang intro video. This man sounded like he was in a hostage situation.
He was just in one, wasn't he?
Yeah, they just 4 months ago, 6 months ago. Hey,
no, that's a few weeks ago he was.
Yeah, he did. Oh, yeah. See,
he said, "Oh yeah, I forgot."
Yeah,
no, they just took some stuff from his house. But this Chelsea interview, my man was like, "Yeah, I think we're gonna do big things." Yeah, I'm happy to reconnect with the coach.
I'm giving him English is not his first language.
No, stop it. Hey,
limited vocabulary.
At Arsenal, it was Instagram stories. He was saying swag in his own little accent. Like he would trust me. That man know English. Sure.
He had a dope mask though. Good mask, huh?
Was he wearing a mask? Oh, because he got his nose broke.
Jaw broke. I think jaw wired.
Okay.
Them dudes said, "Hey, your job, you need your feet. You don't need this."
Man, I just have to say I know you might not feel like it be, but this year so far has been exciting. I know before previously you said the game is taking a suffer. This has been an exciting season. It's been every team in this league this year except for Bournemouth is basically, it's not a gimme game on the schedule anymore.
I mean,
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was like, I look at teams like Fulham.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can sustain that.
Right, but I'm saying right now, right now, they're all exciting right now.
I think about like everything we thought Crystal Palace was going to be last year, they are this year.
Yeah.
Like all of the stuff we were expecting of them, but they had just got a bunch of those guys in, and now I think they're where we thought they'd be last year. Play entertaining football.
Are they better without Gallagher?
Creating Well,
I'm talking about Crystal Palace. Are they better without Gallagher?
On the question, is Chelsea better with Gallagher?
No. I was just going to say that. Need to let him go. They should go ahead and sell him. And
I mean, I know he's a youth player, that's came up through the system, but he's definitely not a Chelsea player. I mean, maybe depth, but he's really a younger Ross Barkley. And you saw what we just did with him, sent him on his way.
Anybody ever call me that? Right. I don't think a young Ross Barkley wanted to be a young Ross Barkley.
No.
He was done. But yeah, I think the games have been exciting. It's been cool. Like this is one of the years where if I'm not at like Amsterdam, I'm at home. I've got one game on the TV, one on my phone. Right. And I'll get the iPad out or something.
And I got another one on iPad. Yep.
Yeah. Just like do something like that mostly because of fantasy. I'm in a paid fantasy league this year, so I need to get I'm leaving here with something.
Trying to make it happen, yeah.
So, but the other thing is, like, I'm seeing goals everywhere, like people coming out of nowhere. Teams I expected nothing out of Fulham, because I remember Mitrovic the last time he was in the league. Mm-hmm. He was like a fantasy guy. Like, he'll bag his goal, but his team will lose 3-1.
Right.
And it's like, what you gonna do? But now he's leading like a pressing front line where it's like, he's an outlet and he's like first defender, and it's like really cool to see. And that outside of the bottom three, honestly, I don't know that anyone is just dismally flopping out of that. Like, everybody else, I think, has like a couple wins in, so 2 wins out of 6 or whatever, maybe a tie and like 2 or 3 losses or whatever. And it's like not the end of the world. So you see there's a lot of teams that are almost just like each other.
Yeah.
And that's exciting for me, because it doesn't matter what I turn it to. I can wake up for the 6:30 game, Arsenal doesn't play till 11, and still be entertained. And not feel bad regardless of who's playing. Sorry,
so my last question for you gentlemen, is there a world that Leicester and Everton both go down?
That's Brandon's question.
Initially my gut says no.
But did you think Blackburn Rovers back in the day would be going down, or some of those?
No, I just think that things are so out of whack that it's more of a possibility. And one thing we didn't really get to touch on, maybe next week, but VAR, man, so disappointed in VAR. Talking about the game, I agree. A lot of the games a lot better than what I originally had thought, D. So I'm really kind of happy with what we're seeing on the pitch. But VAR, man, in those games is killing games and killing crazy goals. You see McGuinness upper 90. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was a goal of the year candidate sort of goal. And these guys are down to centimeters and taking, like 15 minutes literally to review, call the referee over. He's reviewing it, blocking the sun. I mean, man, it's incredible. Like, you don't even know when to cheer anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to, bring up the past. We already went over it, but that Martinelli goal, I'm telling you.
Nah, it was a weak foul, but it was a foul. You can't decleat somebody. You didn't even touch the ball. You literally just put 2 hands on him and pushed him down. I'm not saying it was a ticky-tack foul, but it can't. If it would have turned into a goal, it would have been let go. But it's like, you can't go into a goal with that. Like, and you just straight push that man down.
The ref let it go in real time. He was standing right there. Didn't even look to try and play advantage. He know what he saw, and he took that time. As soon as he went to the monitor, I was like, yeah, we ain't getting this one. So anytime they go up there.
I thought it was a weak foul, but it's still a foul.
Yeah.
Like, I would accept it if it would have been called a goal. I would have accepted
someone tell McTominay, we're going to spin the block on him. He keep touching up my dudes like that.
I told you, Martinez got people hyped. He done came in the prison and started to hit the first big person.
Nah, dog. Like, McTominay, we're coming for you. I'm telling you.
You got more smoke from McTominay than Martinez? Martinez took out your man for the whole game.
He did. They saying that. But
what was he at the rest of the game? Martinez hit him with that bow, dropped him. Bro, and then he was broke up. He was hurt for real. He was broke up. Then walked away. We didn't see him the rest of the game. He didn't make it the rest of the game.
Since the year started, Saka got suplexed by Tyrone Mings. Nothing happened. Varane suplexed Gabby Jesus on a break. He just got the foul. No yellow card. McTominay out here, the exact same foul that we got the goal disallowed for. McTominay did it to Martinelli, pushing him out of bounds and almost ran his head into the advertising for it. It's nothing. But tell McTominay we're coming for him.
Put a bounty out.
He said, I got something.
I'm just surprised y'all ain't got nothing for the Argentina Mafia. I don't know why y'all going after the Irish, brother. Argentina Mafia is the one.
I think they don't want no pieces of him, man. Martinez.
No, I like it because he's playing in the game. Think about that foul on Jesus. It's so early in the game. If the ref gives that, the ref gives a card to that, like I used to play.
I don't think Martinez cared though. I think he literally the way that play went down. It looked like he planned it. Like whoever comes in here first.
That was my initial reaction. Like he planned that.
He was like, "Oh, first tackle's going to be big," and
I'm dropping
because the ref needs to make a decision right there and then about how he's going to manage the rest of the game. I give him.
But I think he had already in his mind managed his rest of his game in his mind already.
Yeah.
Like, I'm dropping them, setting the tone, and then I can just do whatever after that.
After that, because if the ref gives that and gives that a card, the ref's now in trouble because everything else has to be yellow card. So no refs are really giving cards in the opening 5-10 minutes because unless it's egregious, unless it's the same dude, right? Because Martinez did that, and then he didn't rough tackle anybody for another 20-30 minutes. At that point, ref is now looking at somebody else who's just had 2 incidents. And I'm like, that's why we got no smoke for him, because he played the game and he played it well. I'm like, I got something for you.
Good shit.
But no, in an ideal world, Leicester managed to figure it out, and Everton go down. Nobody wants to watch another 0-0 Merseyside derby. Nobody wants to see Frank Lampard be great. But that's, it's just, hey, for the betterment of the game, Everton needs to go back. Somebody said Bournemouth shouldn't have even unpacked.
Wow.
Just go ahead and just say we got COVID for the year.
They said they should have just kept their bags at the W and just headed back out after the game. But yeah, no, and I think it's going to be a great year. I really hope Leicester figure it out. I think if they do, it's going to be without Brendan Rodgers, which kind of sucks.
Oh no, it's going to be a fire sale on players. That's for sure.
Over there,
everybody, whoever you want, this is coming to the rummage sale when a couple gets divorced. This is like you just riding my. Oh snap! They got a brand new lawnmower. Let me get that.
Hey, you saw it even on the pitch. The players are starting to go at each other, as well over in Leicester. So I think it's just a matter of time. In January, I think they really dismantle that.
Y'all want Tielemans? Arsenal want Tielemans? Go ahead and pick him up for the 10-15 mil now.
Because he's in his final year. But I don't think they dismantle it. I really think they get rid of Rodgers. Before dismantling the team, because they just got that little, that tax exempt check from Chelsea. We got 85 bands, 85 steps.
And I think they overpaid there.
Yeah, but these guys are now sitting on 85. So in January, I don't even know what. Also, I love Wilfred and Didi, but the fact that they got him playing at center back on Soyuncu's.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
joke team.
Wow. I always thought he was a midfielder.
He is.
He is central defensive mid, but they're thin right now.
If I'm Soyuncu, I've always said there's a Turkish club for everybody.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying, everybody, Madison, you can go. Ndidi, you can go. And Nacho, you can go. Like, it's going to be a fire sale.
Why do I feel like Madison's been trying to leave for 4 years? Or there's just been rumors about him going somewhere that's not Leicester.
I mean, when Schmeichel left, that was really the kink in everything. When you saw he was like, I'm going to go to Nice. Yeah. Not even like another Premier League club. He said, I'm just going all the way to Nice. They're not even really competing for nothing. He was like, I just need something.
He's the man. He's the man there for sure, 100%.
But he just like, I got to get out of here. Like he was supposed to be a long time Leicester guy. Like he was supposed to be a lifer.
Yeah.
He's got deep fries wine at the source. He goes straight to the fields. He goes, oh, Champs-Élysées.
Chilling.
He'd grab a grape straight out the ground. Like that's where he's at. And I don't know. I feel bad for. Now, Leicester had a good run. Now, the year they won, I got smoke for Olivier Giroud too. Where's the camera? And when I think it was a whole month without a goal, and Ozil was behind him. There isn't a single striker in the world that can go an entire month without a goal with Ozil playing the 10. And that's what that man did. And we came back and I got smoke for him too.
And talking about Leicester City, the one I think Chelsea should poach is Daka, the Zambian.
Daka's dope.
He's the right age. He's scoring goals.
Okay, another day we'll get into the right age, but that's a side joke. For a Zambian friend of mine.
Hold on. What kind of reference is that? Is that some sort of immigration paper?
No, it's got something to do with a Zambian friend of mine that supposedly played with him at the U20 level, but That was a few.
And he was 37 then, huh?
Yeah, it was a few years. But that's neither here nor there.
You saying he's older than
Hey, I didn't say anything.
What's the Cuban baseball?
Shout out to Albert Pujols.
Something Gonzalez. The kid, remember the World Series?
60, they say he 15.
Yeah. He was 32 years old.
He was 32.
He's I think. You said for who? For Chelsea?
Yeah, I can see
Where
that.
are you going to play him?
I would have rather went and got Daka over Aubameyang, honestly.
Well, you got Aubameyang now. Where are you going to play him?
Listen,
What's Shai Havertz going to play?
I don't know who is managing the board. I don't know who's controlling.
They claim Daka's 23.
See? Anything is possible.
Listen. Hey, you trying to get on that U.S. U23 squad? We can make this work.
Well, Muhle, thank you for coming on again, brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Man, where can people hit you up at, man, if they want to go back and forth with you?
Yeah, I come back on the I come back even after a loss. That should just
no. So
I'm ready for smoke. I'm about to add my Twitter.
The extra tasty though is the firing this morning though. Just added a little bit extra.
You know what, B? You are so lucky because we gave you smoke before you got on here. So we got it out of our system.
Okay.
We had plenty. Hey, G-Fry was on one. So
everything happened for a reason, man, because I don't know how much more pressure I can take, man.
He was going to have to roll one in the middle of this on top of what he brought in. So, but no, that's my Twitter and Instagram handle or whatever. I enjoy some cheerful banter,
this is all
man.
man.
I'm a big gift guy. So if I start, my favorite one right now is that Oprah one. Instead of "I told you so," where she just
that one. Okay.
My new one is Tuchel falling down.
Yeah,
that's my new favorite.
I'm out of here, man.
I need that Big Fendi one. You know when Big Fendi had that post that I had to show up at my ops funeral?
Yeah. Hey, y'all some dirty guys, man. Damn.
Make sure y'all hit us up on IG, Just Kicking It Podcast.
Oh.
And we'll be back soon. Oh, B, where can people hit you?
Man, always on Twitter as well, man. At Phoenix Piff, man. I love the banter as well. Give it to me. You got to kick it off.
Before we get out of here, have people been on your reels today, or have you been out the Twitter streets?
I've been trying to stay off Twitter. I've had. And speaking of Zambia, our buddy Clint, friend of the show.
Yes.
Clint, he's going through it as well.
So y'all have a private message group.
Yeah, man.
Where y'all have to get on.
He wakes up, they're hours ahead of us, so he sends messages, then I send messages. So when he wakes up, and we keep each other going.
So it's kind of like a pen pal situation.
Exactly.
Hey, no.
12 hours, we get a refusion of sanity.
Yeah, I was about to say, Brandon's got a sponsor for the Chelsea. That's kind of put him through.
Man. Free your mind.
All right, well, thank y'all for listening as always. Peace.
All right, man. Peace.